Lucas Oil Motorsports Hour is brought to you by Canada, all natural pet foods. Welcome back to the Rockstar Energy Drink Arkansas Sprint Nationals, presented by General Tire. We're about to begin the fourth qualifying race of 5. And a pretty cool little story in here. Of course, we have some young players out here along the way that we see, but Nick Jenkins is one of those young rookies that are out here at 13 years of age. Actually won the heat race earlier today.
Jenkins will line up inside row number 2. You see Jason Sowald out of Washington on the pole. Chad Kemenoff, 4-time All-Star champ, outside row 3. Matt Covington in there. Ricky Logan, Lucas Oil Products entry, will start 8th. Donnie Ray Crawford at the tail of the field.
Yeah, man, we get them sorted out. You go here and I'll go here, and it'll all work out just fine.
Pretty ragged start as we go on board with Ricky Logan.
Boy, it's just fun to watch these people sorted out, especially at the beginning.
That 6K car, that is Chad Kemenoff to the outside of Jerry Bell. We saw Jerry Bell last year run a lot of National Tour events. This year, bringing it back just a little bit.
And Kemenoff checked up just a little bit, tried to drive back underneath him, couldn't make it happen. And has tried that line here a couple of times now. Look at that, might make it work right here and gets it done.
Yeah, it scoots right on by off turn 4. And we've talked about that low line. If you can get your car turned, kind of diamond the corner and come off very low next to those tractor tires, you can get some grip and get a nice run.
It is a great line. Of course, you've got to get the angle just right so you can catch it without really turning the car sideways on the edge of the turn. You want to straighten it out as much as possible. Battle for 8th. The 13-year-old Nick Jenkins part of that. Miranda Arnold.
Miranda Arnold in the 5M car out of Sedalia, Missouri, a rookie here at the Short Track Nationals.
13 years old, sitting inside of a car that produces some 700 horsepower.
Back up front, Jason Sowald, Burlington, Washington driver. Good to see him out here in Arkansas. And these guys make it look easy, folks. If you think it is easy to run around here with 700 horsepower, an inch or 2 away from those tractor tires, you're crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And an inch or 2 away from another competitor where if you touch tire to tire, somebody's going to go for a ride. It's not a game for the faint of heart, to say the least. On board with Canada and Ricky Logan.
See that 1G up there? That is Cody Gardner. Now trying that low line off turn 4. Matt Covington in the 95 out of Oklahoma, chasing National Tour Rookie of the Year honors. And again, no national points awarded other than 100 points for just walking through the gate. So it's all about the Short Track Nationals points.
Oh, yeah, nice run right there. But I got to say, man, I honestly didn't think that the number 95 car of Matt Covington knew he was there. I mean, you said that they have radios, but they don't have spotters. 3 of those guys jammed up side by side, and finally contact.
Oh, yeah.
You knew it was coming, right? I got to say, Nick's looked like he's been a little bit off the pace here.
So some front end damage. You could see obviously braking on the left front there, and he'll have to get picked up and carried back to the pit area. So trouble for the young driver of the 1H out of Bryant, Arkansas. We'll take a look at it one more time. That's your leader in the 55. Right, you don't want to be spinning out in front of the leader. And Jason Sowald took a big breath there, and Nick Jenkins kind of the worst end of the stick as he spins out.
You know, and then Nick's defense, I mean, he did win the heat race earlier on. It's not that he can't drive the car any faster. He just might have missed on a little setup there for this qualifying race.
So single file style off turn 4 back underway. Jason Sowald with some pressure from Chad Kemenoff, CK, right through the middle part of the racetrack.
Well, I'll tell you what, for winged cars, they are backing those things in there pretty good.
Ricky Logan in the 10A right through the middle, trying to get around Jerry Bell. Looks like he'll get it done for 3rd as the battle continues for the lead. Sowald and Kemenoff, 1 lap to go.
And Sowald really taking care of his tires right there. Kemenoff saying, I don't care, only 12 laps long, I'm going to roast this thing. But you can see Sowald gets a good drive off the bottom one more time. That's going to be enough to keep him out of trouble and pick up the win here in this 4th qualifier.
Former Northwest ASCS regional champion, but a rookie here At the Short Track Nationals, Washington driver Jason Sowald picks up the win here in qualifier number 4. Chad Kemenah again will go on to finish second. Ricky Logan and Cody Gardner round out your top 4, going on directly to tonight's A main. Everyone else done for the night.
4 in the books. That leaves 1 qualifier left. And of course, that will round out our A main. That's what it's all about, where we're trying to get to. That 5th final qualifier is coming up. Stay with us. The Lucas Oil Motorsports Hour is brought to you by General Tire. Unleash the fury. This is the Rockstar Energy Drink Arkansas Sprint Nationals, presented by our good friends at General Tire. The 5th and final qualifying race about to begin. And that'll fill out our field for the A main, 25-lap A main here this evening. And here's a look at the starting grid for our 5th qualifier.
Brooke Tatnall, the Aussie, will start on the pole in the 3X. You see Kyle Bellum there outside row number 1. Brandon Wimmer, another standout outside row 2.
By the way, 22 states and Australia is where all the competitors have covered coming into the Short Track Nationals this year.
That red and white 7 car, Jason Sides, former winner of this event, starts outside row 3.
And here we go as they scrap it out. Woo! Man, I'm telling you what, that's about as close as it can get and not touch. 14K of Kyle Bellum right off the bat. Takes over the lead. Brooke Tatnall right behind him.
And Tatnall right there in no man's land slides to the outside part of the racetrack. It's getting pretty slick out there as Bellum backs it in deep. We go back in the pack. That 22 of Robbie Standridge, the 11X, that is Gary Lee Meyer for the 6th spot.
Robbie Standridge also right there battling with him, but it's going to be Gary Lee Meyer who takes over the position. Tear-off comes off as well. You can see that fly out.
Gary Lee Meyer, the 1992 ASCS National Champion. Last time he made the show here at the Short Track Nationals was 2003, finished 7th.
Kyle Bellum, your current leader, of course, got off to that great start, keeping it glued down to the bottom, as we've seen our previous leaders here do, and winners in these qualifier races.
You can really see the chassis jump up when they get on the gas. Methanol injected V8 engines, folks. 360 cubic inches, 650 to 700 ponies.
Wow. Again, very close. The last thing you want to do is lose that momentum. And how about that? Gary Lee Meyer just slides it right back up in front of him. Standridge says, I'm going to try this one here. Back underneath him. And Standridge might be able to make this one work.
Nice little crossover move. Oh, and he hangs it off turn 2.
3/4 of the tire hanging off.
Back up front, Brandon Wimmer in the 7TW out of Fairmount, Indiana, trying to make a run on Kyle Bellum for the lead.
He's coming too, man. Nice job so far. And these guys really using the entire turn here. With only 12 laps, they can just destroy these tires.
Wimmer gets loose off turn 2.
Tried a little too hard right there, lost a lot of ground.
Yeah, a lot of ground to the leader, but did not lose a position.
And caution flag will come out for another incident on the track as we chase that one down. And looks like it's going to be the 40 campaign, of course, by Junior Jenkins.
So Jenkins comes to a stop, and that's some good luck for Brandon Wimmer. As you can see, Jenkins
just up and off the back.
Heading over the concession stand, get some popcorn maybe.
Heart is pretty good here. The buttered popcorn, it's pretty tasty.
You got to have butter.
Don't necessarily want to do that in the middle of your qualifying race, but
if it's that good, it might be worth it.
Yeah. Well, he backed it off the side. He'll have his working out for him now as once again we get him started. Bell off to the start, out in front, dealing with plenty of pressure here, and here he comes one more time. Can he get it done? Last time, nearly spun it out, but now right up beside him.
Yeah, Brandon Wimmer right through the middle part of the racetrack. That's where his car likes it. got that car hooked up pretty good, not too sideways through the slickest part of the racetrack. We saw some rubber laid down here last night, and Wimmer will take the lead with just a couple laps to go.
Boy, he made it look easy as well, and you just wouldn't think there'd be that much grip out there, but he's able to carry some momentum and keep it stuck and just driving away.
So the white flag coming out for the driver, making his first start here at the Short Track Nationals. See Jason Sides there in the 7 car against Standridge in the 22S. And Brooke Tatnell right in front of them in the 3X, but Brandon Wimmer will come off turn 4 and pick up the win in our 5th and final qualifier, and that will set tonight's A main event.
Well, Jason Sides just squeezing in there as well in his 10th Short Track National start. First one since 2007. There's your winner, though, Brandon Wimmer in the 7TW. Excellent job for him.
Kyle Belmo finished second. Brooke Tatnell and Jason Sides will move on to the feature event. Everyone else done for the night. Their Saturday here at the Short Track Nationals just got longer. 3
rookie contenders making it to the feature here tonight. Of course, it would be huge to come out here and win in your rookie season, the Short Track Nationals. What's it mean to win here? This very prestigious event? We spoke to some of the competitors.
The atmosphere here for this event is, second to none. I guess Knoxville Nationals, you might say, would be a little bit bigger of a race, but not as far as the 360 goes. I mean, this is the 360 Nationals in a lot of guys' eyes. Anybody that has a 360 engine, this is the race that everybody wants to win.
The prestige of this event is, it's high up there, and the way the format is, it gives anybody a chance. No matter where you start, if you draw a bad number, you've always got the qualifier race to make up for it, or if you get stuck back in a heat, you've always got a chance to make up for it.
Every race is so important that you just cannot have a problem or a crash, because if you do, you're basically done for the week. So, the main goal is just to run as best we can every race and get locked in for that Saturday night A main.
To win a big race like this, you have to have some luck on your side, and hopefully we get a good enough track where we can get some, valuable passing points and start towards the front of one of them qualifying races. There's 7 of those, but they only take 2. So there's 100 cars here fighting for 16 spots.
It's just a fun event. The people are great people. They're fun to hang out. It's just all you gotta do is put the best team together, best car, and do your best, and have some luck, because it takes some luck. It takes a little bit of everything to get yourself in the show here.
Everybody's come together at this venue over the last several years to show what they have learned and to show what they have encountered throughout the year, and to see who is really on top.
There's a good look at the plaque that Sam Haverteek Jr. earned just one night ago as he won the Thursday night prelim. Who's going to win the Friday night prelim? Well, we're about to find out. When we come back, we'll start the A main.